Hi guys. Um I just needed to put a couple visions out there that I received when I was trying to edit and shorten the video of main points on the suspect for Emily Pike. Um and I'm still trying to plan to go up there. I don't know why I feel called up there. I just have to get everything together, such as, have somebody go with me and get the funds together and all of that to go. I don't know why I'm being called there. I don't know if it has something to do with, um, I don't know, just being in location. I'm not sure if it's going to help or not, but I have to kind of follow what I'm feeling. So keep in mind that all this information is alleged. It's for entertainment purposes only. Everyone's innocent until proven guilty. And as you know, these are just visions. It could be past, present, future, symbolic, all of that stuff. Metaphoric. You should know how it works by now. If you don't, I explained it in the other videos, and those should be watched because a whole picture should be made about this suspect. So there are so far um, 3 different videos that I've done. Well, there's actually 2 videos. It's 2 Autowrites in one video, and then the drumming, and then I shortened everything to kind of do the profile of the suspect. But as I was watching that and trying to edit, and I've said that it seems to be that there's a woman involved, but I have not seen her, so I can't say for sure. It's just kind of what I've heard in the astrology. Um, I kept seeing a blonde woman, and she had shorter hair, and it looked like they also kept flip flopping between, showing me her as maybe, um, like she has a, what's the word I'm looking for? That she has a mugshot somewhere because they kept showing me her like with a mugshot. But her hair's like short and kind of straggly and it's blonde. Um, and they keep showing me her like maybe she's kind of too afraid to leave him, but she's kind of like his accomplice, or she helps the other whoever he picks up feel comfortable, like, because that kind of makes sense now as to why she would get in the vehicle. Because I kept seeing a wedding ring, but I wasn't sure if it was a ruse or not. I kept seeing pictures on the dash. I wasn't sure if it was a ruse or not, and a dog. So I think that that would be one reason why she felt kind of safe. But if, say, he had a woman with him, and this might be just someone that he tends to control, but also she has her own psychopathic tendencies. I'm not sure if it's more of um, like a couple involvement on that, or if it's like she's just part of how he attained Emily. And because he's like kind of racist, or he blames maybe an ex-girlfriend that he had was of a different race, um and that kind of made him hate women of this race. Because remember, I kept seeing a woman with really long hair and she looked like she was ethnic. She could have been native, or another similar race like that. Probably native if he has feelings about native women. And again, he didn't view Emily as a woman, but the lady I see is white, and I've never seen her before. So this is new, and it came in when I was watching the video. So very random, and so she kind of looks like, I know she could be involved in substances as well. And I kind of get the reference to like those kind of team serial killers. There there also was, I keep getting a reference to this Criminal Mind episode. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. There's a serial killer on there. He's a really bad one, and I think he dismembered. I can't remember, but he fell in love with one of the people that was supposed to be his victims, and he used to bring like give bones to her, and she would make things because she didn't know they were human bones, and she was kind of off a little bit, but she ended up going with him. And so she was kind of almost like his prisoner, but they loved each other. Um, and so she was very almost like Stockholm syndrome type feeling. Um, but this woman like was in love with him and would do what she felt necessary to keep him. Um, and I know at one point in the show, and I'd seen this episode a couple times, she had ran away because of things that he had done, and he tried to unalive her. And um, in the end, she ended up going back to him. So it's almost like this they match because of the psychopathy, so she lets him do what he does. Um, so I kind of get that feeling, and I didn't see that before, but I know that when I had talked astrology with someone, it was probably a female involved, but I wasn't going to say for sure unless I actually saw it myself. So as I was editing, this is what I saw. And she could have been, if this truck has like the seats in the back, she could have been sitting in the back or sitting in the front. I'm not sure because I always see the dog kind of sitting in the front. But because I feel like he treats her like abusively, but she thinks that it's normal or she deserves to be treated that way. But I kept seeing like her in a mugshot. Like I kept seeing her in the truck, and then I'd see her in a mugshot. So she may have some sort of past, been arrested for something. Probably, I'm hearing prostitution, or maybe even like again substances, because I feel like they both kind of have substances abuse problems. And I I'm kind of, it's interesting because I didn't get this before, so I'm kind of tripped out a little bit. Like he may have only been involved in the unaliving, but she was involved in like making him happy and helping him get the girl. Do you know what I mean? Um, and just making him happy in that way. I didn't see her involved in the unaliving herself, but like a co-conspirator still is what I'm hearing. And then also I'm getting another reference to another Criminal Minds episode. I watch these, so they'll do this to show me like references of what's similar like. And there was this girl, and she had really short hair, and she was also with a serial killer, and she was having a baby with him. And that serial killer unalived himself, but he had, I'm not saying this is how it is, but he had tattoos of his victims on his body. Anyway, she ended up taking care of the victim after he unalived himself, and she was supposed to continue, and like she ended up passing away while giving birth to the baby. So I don't think it's like anything really similar to that, other than they're just showing me like a partner type of situation. I don't know if that means the lady's pregnant or not. I don't really understand why they're using that reference, but I'm getting this as I'm telling you guys. So as I tap in more to Emily, I'm getting more information. So there may be blonde hair that was somewhere or something. I don't know. And then this was like, again, there's a racial aspect and a hate aspect. But also using the sexual power. I don't know how else to explain that. I hate talking about that kind of stuff with a kid that's so young. And they might travel together in this truck because I see her. Like that doesn't mean they don't have a residence like close. Could be I don't know if it's like a local truck driver or what this is. And again, I feel like he does some laboring work too, because I get like the shop type settings and stuff. So he could have like just an extra job or just something that he does like on the side. So yeah, that was what I wanted to bring up, because I, again, didn't want to say it unless I seen it. And I did see a glimpse of the other girl, and it could be an ex, it could be a victim, it could be both, with the long dark hair. But that could have been somebody that wronged him that kind of turned him this way. But this girl, she's like kind of a prisoner in her own right, but she doesn't realize it. Like she just does things to make him happy. I don't know if it's out of fear for life or because they share the same psychopathy. Because I do kind of feel like but she's more of like the stander by, or to help get the women in the car. So I guess it wasn't such a ruse, other than there is ruses involved, because I'm a nice guy, we're happily married, stuff like that. And I feel like this lady that I'm seeing can make herself look nicer. Like they could seem like there's a regular like couple that travels together. And I think that Emily maybe felt safe because there was a woman. So that's kind of freaking interesting. And that would align with the cards and what I got when I was like, I don't get this because I'm not seeing. So hopefully this is more relevant information. But all the puzzle pieces should be put together for Emily's case. Okay, and as I continue to get more, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to do the cards next or what I'm going to do. I'm just kind of going where I'm led, and when I'm done with it, I'm done with it. But I really need to get up there and see why I'm being pulled up there. So Okay, guys, thank you for liking, subscribing, and being here. This was just a really quick video I wanted to put up, and I appreciate you all. One more thing that I got as I was getting off was the name Jessica. Now, I don't know if this is her, it's a connection or what, first, middle, last, or first or middle. But I just wanted to throw it out there because I heard it. So, thank you. One more thing that I got as I was getting off was the name Jessica. Now, I don't know if this is her, it's a connection or what, first, middle, last, or first or middle. But I just wanted to throw it out there because I heard it. So,